Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Broncos will kick it away to start. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be... Get set, first down. He's gonna pass. Forced out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Dropping back, it's Green. Steps away to find some room. This time on target. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Caught, close to the marker, it's Sategna. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Hey, just a great job by the defense. First down, the whole menu's open to the offense. They try to slip in the screen pass. They see it right away, get them on the ground for no gain.
That's caught. It's Sategna. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to move it through the air. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Extending the play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Brown. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Razorbacks have taken it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Down here for the offense. They'll try the run. Hard running there. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Turns it on in midfield. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes the grab. It's Genty. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Using the quick game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got the back over the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Try to barge their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Boise State.
Boise State, number 26, with the carry.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Send that offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
To the air, it's Green. This time it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. The aerial assault continues. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for his man in the middle. It's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they were really
open runway ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Running back goes in motion. A touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Second down coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quarterback empties his backfield. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking downfield, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Yeah, and in third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Breaks the tackle. And he breaks into the open. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game, and I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Afterburner's coming. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown Broncos! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on him. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Doug.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The corners are walked up tight. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And here comes the offense on second down. To throw, it's screen. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to the air one more time. Holds it in. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeper. Shakes off the tackle. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arkansas.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. Got some room headed to the goal line. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. One more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Quarterback will keep it. Diving for the goal line, and he lost the ball. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moons. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. The 25. A first down for the offense. Power football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Green. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he got loose, it was all over. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Boston College, 0.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The short hands, it's Jones. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
Boston College right back to the line. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Back open in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They're going to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bond. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Looking at a second and short now.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll go with a direct snap. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on fourth down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
To the air. It's Green. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Dances away. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. The AT unit on the field. And it's perfect. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Green. Going deep. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down to start the drive after the break. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Looking to throw on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let it go down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Quick strike complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now downfield to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Keeps looking downfield. He's got it. And he's running in the open. How about this sophomore making a play and picking up yards after the catch? Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me 1 too.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Boston College wants to play fast. Hand off to Jones. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out. There he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With jet sweep pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 72 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll throw it on first down. He's going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. But that's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Boston College 21, Arkansas 7.
The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Boston College right back to the line. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. The sure hands, it's Jackson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QP position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Green. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. All wideouts, no backs. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Austin College 24, Arkansas 7.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Dropping back, it's Green. Fires toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Touch pass on the run. Still on his feet at the 35. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Back to throw, it's Green. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Nothing but Green ahead. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Boston College! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Looking to throw, it's Green. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stopped with 17 seconds left. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese. Welcome, everyone, to University Stadium, home to the Lobos of the University of New Mexico, and the fans here are fired up for this clash. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Lobos will boot it away to start the game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. To the 10. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Finds us back in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Boston College. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. To the ground with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. All kinds of time before he fires right.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Sanders. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
4th down coming up.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
No gain on the play. 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Boston College 7, New Mexico 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Eagles. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Makes the catch past the sticks. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Working on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets enough. He's off to the races. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's Sanders. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. touch pass on the run. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. A huge pickup. All kinds of room to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boston College!
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
he wants to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. A nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Boston College 21, New Mexico 7.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back.